sometimes only when you step back and you think about how much has been achieved over the last year, you realise quite how much work and how much has been achieved. That was inspiring, thank you. The next person you're going to hear from is extremely important. Linda Stokes works for the National Apprenticeship Service, which, as many of you will know, funds, I'm pleased to say, much, not quite all, but much of the work that we carry out here. So it's thanks to the National Apprenticeship Service and the Skills Funding Agency that we're able to do all of this. Linda, welcome.
I feel quite humble that Jonathan is saying I'm an important person. I've never been referred to as that before. I do work for the National Apprenticeship Service. My role is to go and work with people like Billa to encourage, cajole and kick them up the backside to take on apprentices, and indeed ask them why wouldn't they take on apprenticeships. If you cut me in half, you will see apprenticeships is through and through. And why is that? That's because I truly and honestly believe that every single person in this room and everywhere that I go and work with apprenticeships has the potential to be the stars of our future. I was fortunate enough last week to go down to Oxford, where 700 national apprentices met in a room with David Cameron. You can say fortunate or you can say unfortunate. But for me, it actually was one of the highlights of my career, because what I see day in, day out is people sprouting about how important apprenticeships are, but never actually putting that into action. David Cameron insisted that the apprentices took centre stage, the employers and us guys were way at the back, and he addressed them. And what he said to those individuals were, apprentices are one of the most important things on the government agenda at the moment. To make our economy work, we need to make sure that we have a skilled and motivated workforce. And how else can we do that without apprenticeships? How else can we do that without having higher apprenticeships that will take this workforce into the future and be a fantastic economy? And I can honestly say, hand on heart, that he might have my vote next year or the year after. My daughter actually started her journey by going to private school, achieving A stars in 9 subjects, which I'm immensely proud of, and my bank balance didn't like it very much. But when Joanna came to do her O-levels, she particularly wanted to go into veterinary. And at that time, as a single parent, it worried me that I was going to have to spend the next 4 or 5 years supporting my daughter through university, not only with university fees, but also with her wherever she was going to live and her social life. She did 2 months in further education and decided that wasn't her route. And surprise, surprise, asked me how she could get onto an apprenticeship. And this is just purely coincidence, and Jonathan didn't know until the other day, but she did her apprenticeships with Daymar. She did a business admin apprenticeship in an accountancy firm, succeeded and passed. Why am I telling you this? That's because that was 15 years ago, and some of you that are sat here today may think sometimes it's really difficult. It's difficult to do my functional skills. What do I need to know about maths and English? It's difficult to do my MVQ when it's the job that I do every day. And it's difficult to complete my assignments when I really don't see the value. 15 years down the road, my daughter has 3 very small children. I know I don't look old enough to be a grandma, but I am. She runs her own small business, which is no mean feat when you've got 3 small children, and helps support her husband's business as well. And she couldn't have done this without the infrastructure of going through her MVQ, her key skills, and her technical certificate to allow her to get some semblance of understanding of what the future holds. So I urge all of you to continue on your learning. Don't just stop at level 2. Do your level 3, do your level 4, do your level 5, do your level 6, and where is appropriate, do your level 7, do your masters in the workplace, because the workplace works. And all the employers that are in the room, I thank you for seeing the potential in the young people of this room to take them on, to give them that chance and to help them in their future. I'm privileged to be here tonight, and I wish you all success in your future. I will continue to go out and get companies to take on as many apprentices as they can. I'll work with people like Billa, who are now standing up in front of you guys to say how wonderful apprenticeships are, and I'll continue to work with Daymar because they truly are a really good organisation. Congratulations to all of you, and good luck in the future.